News that's just coming in, there's dense fog that has covered the entire national capital region. Almost zero visibility has been recorded for the first time in this winter season. Cold wave has gripped the entire northern part of the country. Visuals that you see on your screens are coming in from the national capital. The visibility is almost zero, making it extremely difficult for commuters. This is for the first time in this winter season that the situation has become so dire. Those visuals on your screens coming in from the national capital. There's an extremely thick blanket of fog that has covered the northern part of the country, especially the Delhi-NCR region. Visibility almost zero. This is the first time that visibility of this sort has been reported in this winter season. This cold wave that has gripped the entire northern part of the country. According to IMD, there's been a cold alert that has been issued for parts of Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana. The temperatures continue to plummet. And those are the visuals that are coming in at this point of time. My colleague Ashutosh is now joining me on the story. Ashutosh, we understand the visibility is almost zero, which means that if you are on the streets, you need to be extremely careful while driving. And this is the first time we are seeing such a thick blanket of fog engulfing the entire Delhi-NCR region.
Well, not just fog, it's actually a bone-chilling cold, Aishwarya, this morning. And if you can easily guess where I am at the moment, and right behind me, just barely few meters, India Gate goes totally invisible. And on the hexagon driveway, it shows the visibility less than even 100 meters. And this is like very furious situation, probably never seen in last few weeks or even the last few years. I don't remember that there was such situation that on the hexagon visibility will be even less than 100 meters. But on the other side, towards the on the Kartavya towards the Raisina Hill, the visibility clearly in the open areas, in the open pockets, easy to guess the visibility even less than 50 meters. You see the vehicle passing, moment it crosses 50 meters, goes totally invisible. So there are men practicing for the Republic Day parade. It's totally invisible. And of course, that brings the situation even at the Delhi's airport in Palam area, in Nazafgarh area, where the temperature was recorded even as less as 4 degrees. Clearly, the zero visibility and the density of the fog that has been recorded at Delhi's airport is perhaps unprecedented, and I say the most dense fog of the day, perhaps of this season, and that has reduced the visibility to zero. Clearly going to impact all the arrival and departure, not just Terminal 3, but also at Terminal 1, Terminal 2. Subsequently, more than 20 trains have already been delayed. So whether they are to or the fro from Delhi, all these train services are going to be disrupted. And of course, if you're driving on the road, clearly one need to be really very careful, put your fog lamps on, drive slowly, take a lane. And probably we have seen this morning when I started driving from Noida towards Delhi, the fog was so dense, clearly it was even difficult to see beyond 10 to 20 meters. Even in the lane, if you remember, the NH24 lane where you have a drive limit up to 70 km per hour, even in that drive lane, it was so difficult to even drive beyond 20 km per hour. Clearly, if you see these images, that's a furious day. Totally dense layer of fog covering the entire northern belt in India. Aishwarya.
Thank you, Ashutosh, my colleague, giving us the latest details. Barely a few meters away from Ashutosh is the India Gate, completely invisible, completely covered in dense fog.